Hello, world, and welcome to another episode of We love to talk about exciting subjects in science, medicine, robotics, astronomy, futuristic ideas, music, or anything interesting in the news. So let's get into it. Did you know in the news? The world has been captivated by the ideal of exploring and colonizing Mars for years. We have utilized private companies to develop new cost-effective technologies to reduce the cost of exploration and transportation to Mars. This includes reusable rockets, electric propulsion, and so on. Now, these movies here that you see in front of you are examples of this dream being achieved. Like the movie The Martian. In the near future, right, of a crew that included a commander named Melissa, a botanist named Mark, and an IT guru, Beth, that were gathering samples at the landing site of the shuttle Ares 3 on Mars when a storm just all of a sudden appeared and forced them to abort the mission. Now, the botanist Mark was separated from the crew and declared dead on Earth, but is actually alive on Mars. He uses his botanical skills to grow potatoes and ration his food supply while also trying to communicate with NASA. Which brings me to this article here. Pop-up farming pods. Interstellar Labs' first product is a biopod, an inflatable dome where the temperature, humidity, and the oxygen of carbon dioxide content of the air can be carefully monitored and controlled. The terrestrial version of the biopod consists of a composite base like a hull of a boat, which is filled with electronic and hydraulic equipment for controlling the environment. Inside the equipment is a hydroponic or aquaponic equipment for growing plants without soil. It recycles water and sunlight filters through the transparent membrane. A liquid fertilizer spray tailored to, the specific plants to be grown provides nutrients. And then an algorithm monitors and tweaks the conditions to optimize plant growth. Now, the company claims Biopod can reduce water by 98%, cut the energy cost needs by 20, and improve yields. It's Earth-based pre-orders, and there has been dozens of them, have come from food suppliers, cosmetic companies, and pharma firms whose supply chains are under increasing pressure. But check this out. The company's ambitions stretch way beyond our own planet. Ms. Belfazi, if I said your name incorrectly, I apologize, and her colleagues, who have backgrounds ranging from SpaceX to Tesla and Disney, are also prototyping a standalone capsule for a low Earth orbit, which will be installed at NASA's Cape Canaveral in June. And they're also working on a number of space agencies on the inflatable module for the International Space Station. Now, in the long term, Interstellar Labs, it hopes to make its biopods part of a self-sustaining habitat on the moon or Mars. Chambers growing plants will be linked to similar pods housing living quarters and waste processing facilities joined by a central connector. Now, Interstellar Labs need to figure out how to make its technology light and resilient and reliable enough for the harsh vacuum of space. In doing so, Belvasi hopes her company will find ways to improve things on the surface too, with more efficient tools for scrubbing CO2 from the air and treating water waste. The entire process of space exploration is actually to help us live in a more sustainable way on this planet, she stated. So what are your opinion on this article here? Is this something you see that will be achievable very soon? I do. Well, until next time, stay safe and I'll talk to you soon.